Staying on top of the cleanup for you, our coverage of the aftermath of Hurricane Matthew begins with Francesca Amaker. She's joining us live from St. Augustine. And Fran, have you seen people getting back home yet?
I have. It's kind of like half and half. You know, many people haven't even returned back to their homes yet, and it just makes me cringe to know what they're going to be returning back to. This is just some of the images that we have been seeing as we've been driving up and down these residential streets. We're seeing branches strewn all over, uprooted trees, and check this out, a fence blown from who knows where. And again, this is just the beginning of what people in this small neighborhood are seeing along the beaches. Check this out, though. No, these aren't images of a street-wide garage sale. These are people's belongings that have been ruined by the floodwaters caused by Hurricane Matthew. South Matanzas Boulevard was an area where we saw a lot of damage from uprooted fences, trees snapped in half like they were twigs, and even larger trees uprooted completely. Now, as we drove through the residential area that's located along the beach, we saw furnitures like couches and nightstands stacked pile after pile. And though many people in the area evacuated, some decided to stay. We even saw sewage crews out cleaning up the streets. I asked some of the folks if they regretted the decision to stay. They told me no, but this is what they're doing now.
We're just cleaning up the house and trying to get it livable again. We've took out all that carpet, cut that tree up, and we got to get it cleaned up again.
Did water get inside the house?
Yes, 5 inches. It was ankle deep in the house and it was waist deep outside and in the...
And this is just the beginning of it. This white fence blown all the way across from another neighbor's yard. Again, branches. I mean, even if you look towards the left, we don't have any light over there, but there are plenty of trees down. And we're talking huge trees. People usually come to St. Augustine because it's a large tourist attraction. But today we saw people flooding the streets just to see the trees and all of the devastation. Coming up at 11, we spoke with some business owners, and you won't want to miss what was inside of their shops when they entered today. I'm live, Francesca Amaker, Channel 4, the local station.
Well, most schools will not be back in session tomorrow. Public school in Duval, St. Johns, Clay, and Nassau counties, they're all closed on Monday. Putnam and Baker County will be open tomorrow. Glenn and Flagler County closed Monday and Tuesday. And we should also point out that Flagler County beaches are still closed, and they will remain closed until further notice. Jacksonville Beach residents and business owners continue to keep their focus on the cleanup efforts.
And Governor Rick Scott arrived in Jax Beach this afternoon to see the coastline for himself. He was greeted with cheers from locals who went to see the damage today. And the governor says he's pushing to get federal emergency management funds. Scott Johnson shows us more of the damage at Jax Beach coming up in just a few moments. Mayor Curry visited damaged neighborhoods in Fort Caroline, Mayport, and Northside areas. The mayor provided water and food to residents in homes that suffered severe damage from the storm. Residents on Anastasia Island coming home to fallen trees and damaged homes there.
Channel 4's Janice Harris joins us there live, where some people found a few feet of water inside their homes. Is that right, Janice?
Yeah, in some cases it was inside their homes. In some cases it surrounded their homes. And when it surrounded their homes, they were happy about it. But just as we just heard from Francesca, the same thing is happening here, Anastasia Island. I want you to take a look at all of this debris. Now, this was cut down and broken down by volunteers to help folks out in this community. And then walk across the street with me. I want to show even more debris. And you're probably going to see a lot of this for the next couple of days. You have picture frames, teddy bears, children's toys, furniture, everything you can think of that belongs inside of a home, outside on the street. It's because when we talked to St. Johns County today, they told us that this is happening because there's so much flooding that happened. Folks have got to get rid of it if it has mold or if it's damaged by water. Now, also, St. Johns County had the opportunity to meet with FEMA today. They have received some emergency funding for debris pickup, but they're going to ask for more funding very soon. What they're working on right now is the assessment to be done for the entire county so they can then present that to FEMA to get more money for the county. They're very optimistic about it and hope that that will happen. And that's coming from the director for St. Johns County for EMA, Linda Stoughton. So she told us that just a couple of hours ago. But in the meantime, coming up tonight at 11, we're going to show you a group that's been helping out throughout the community that can help you clean up too for free. Anastasia Island, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Janice. And as she just mentioned, public transportation resumes tomorrow in St. Johns County. Bus service resumed today in Duval. And tomorrow, JTA says the St. Johns Ferry and the Skyway will both reopen.
Meantime, recovery efforts continue on hard-hit Amelia Island, where early estimates show millions of dollars in damage. Part of that recovery includes power restorations, where crews are making really significant progress.
Channel 4's Ethan Calloway joins us live from the Fernadina Harbor Marina with the latest on that. Ethan.
And Mary Tark, this is a look at the marina now. You can see the boardwalk area that leads out to the boats closed off right now with this yellow caution tape to prevent people from going out there. And take a look at this. This is a light pole, one of a few that are bent all the way at the base, probably from those high winds and that storm surge. And this is just one example of a location here in Fernandina Beach that saw significant damage. Take a look at some video we shot a little earlier. 700 homes and businesses were reported damaged across Nassau County, and Amelia Island really took the brunt of it. The island was left without power, many customers still without service tonight. But the good news is crews, as Tarek said, are making progress. Florida Public Utilities tells us all but about 200 customers have power restored at this point. Crews from here on the island and across the country are here working into the night to get back to 100% restoration by tomorrow. That's what they're hoping. Nassau County is one of 8 Florida counties President Obama designated as being eligible for federal disaster funding. Falling trees leaving damage mostly to homes and power lines across the area. And people here have done a lot of work already to get things back to normal. Many here saying, though, they're just happy this didn't turn out worse than it did. We're live in Fernandina Beach. I'm Ethan Calloway, Channel 4, the local station.